The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association presents Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is presented by the Ohio State University Veterinary Medical Center, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, Cool Winds Farms, thestable.ca, and Midland Acres. Now let's go trackside for all the action.
Well, good afternoon on this gorgeous Labor Day here at Richwood, Ohio. Ohio Fair Racing Conference action, Doug Ballinger and Matt Clark. Matt, you ready for this? It's a warm one.
I am now.
We did have a slight delay. It is 1:05. We probably would have had the first off and trotting, but we had an ambulance delay. The ambulance had to leave. Today's card features 2-year-old colt pacers, 2-year-old filly pacers, 3-year-old colt trotters, 3-year-old filly trotters, and a free-for-all pace. Here's the post parade for the first with Ayers Ratcliffe.
There's one in his time and Nick Clegg. To his Bear Creek Lookout, Drew Neal in the bike. The 3 is scratched. For his Risky Lightning, make the driver Kevin Snyder. Kevin Snyder is on the 4. 5, Racing Ripper and Darren Dowler. And the 6, let's do the Macarena with Ken Holliday in the sulky.
3 was scratched in here. Sorry, I missed that.
Okay, so we have a scratch in the first. I didn't get that in either. We're going to scratch the 3, Black Vet. So the first race, first division, 2-year-old colt pacers for $4,344. Scratch the 3, Black Vet, if you have a program following along at home. 1 in his time, Nick Clegg drives. The winner 5 times in 17 starts this year, 3 seconds, 3/3, 28,000. Winner in 156 at Northfield Park. 2, Bear Creek Outlook, Drew Neal, the driver. Yet to find a winner's circle this season in 12 starts, has 4 seconds, 1/3, 6,500. 3 is scratched, 4 is Risky Lightning. I didn't pick up that driver. A lot of confusion here waiting on the ambulance and things. Risky Lightning, 9 starts yet to hit the board with 2,000 in earnings. 5, Racing Ripper, Darren Dowler. Trains and drives, a winner once, 2/3, 5,800. A winner at Croton, 204 and 3. That was 3 starts back. And rounding out the field, this 6. Let's do the Macarena. Doc Holliday for Dan Conkright. 1 second, 3/3, 4,000 in earnings. They're at the top of the stretch. Let's go to Ayers Ratcliffe as we kick it off for the first on this Labor Day from Richwood, Ohio.
First $4,344, 84 degrees. Track is fast, and it's post time here in Richwood, Ohio, and here they come. They're off and pacing, trying for the lead in his time. Up and on the outside, Risky Lightning along the rail is Let's Do the Macarena. Next we have Racing Ripper, and the trailer is Bear Creek Lookout. That's the 5 as they move into the backstretch, and Racing Ripper is on a break. Also losing stride, Bear Creek Lookout. As they go on to the opening quarter, and the leader in his time. And Nick Clegg is out there by a length and a quarter. Let's do the Macarena there in second. Opening quarter, 30 and 2/5. It's a Risky Lightning who's there in third. Over there, fourth, Bear Creek Lookout, Racing Ripper. Back down, pacing, trailing the field as they swing around the turn. They'll straighten away and move on to the halfway mile mark of the race, and out there with the lead in his time. In there to be second, Let's Do the Macarena. Risky Lightning is there in third. Racing Ripper back down pacing and on the move on the outside for Darren Dowler, also out on the outside. is Bear Creek Lookout, 102 and 3. On into the turn they go, and the leader in his time. In their second, Let's Do the Macarena. Racing Ripper is in there to be third. Over there for the Risky Lightning, the trailer, is Bear Creek Lookout. They're off the turn, they're up the backside and on their way to three quarters. The leader in his time. Racing Ripper is steadily moving up on the outside. Let's Do the Macarena is third. In their fourth comes Risky Lightning, three quarters in 132. In and around the final turn in his time, trying to make every pole a winning one. On the outside, second, Racing Ripper. Let's Do the Macarena third. Racing Ripper has went off stride again. They're at the top of the stretch. In his time, Let's Do the Macarena starts to get down to the outside. In his time, Let's Do the Macarena in his time will score. Let's Do the Macarena second. Racing Ripper was third. Time of the mile, 2:01, 2/5.
Pretty big mile out of Racing Ripper there. I mean, he spotted him quite a few and then ran a second time, still finished third.
Nice back half there. 58 and 3, I believe, were in his time. Nick Clegg for Betty Clegg. 2-year-old Bay Goat, Son of Fear, the Dragon out of the Western Terrier. We Adore Thee. Sixth of the season. Earnings now over $30,000 this year for In His Time. Unofficially second to 6, Let's Do the Macarena. Third to 5, Racing Ripper. Fourth, number 4, Risky Lightning. And fifth to 2, Bear Creek Outlook. 30 and 2/5, 102 and 3, 132. The winning time, 2:01, 2/5. Third win in the last 4 for In His Time. Nice crowd here on Labor Day, Matt.
Yeah, sure is. Non-wagering event, if people are wondering why I'm not going over to the tote board or something. So, yeah, real nice crowd for the heat. And I guess that's it, the heat. There's plenty of it.
Yes. OHJJ coverage is out there today at Marietta. At Canfield. Canfield could be wrapping it up. They had an 11 o'clock post. They're also racing today at Van Wert, the Van Wert County Fair. Not enough crews to hit 4 places.
Yep.
3 cameras and 3 crews, I guess. So no Van Wert today. It's all overnights there. Used to be their big day for thoroughbreds. Just can't get to thoroughbreds. They was going to try to have 3 thoroughbreds today at the end of the harness racing program. I do not know how that worked out. I never did hear the final word. Here's your winner of the first.
In His Time. In His Time is a 2-year-old Bay Goat, Son of Fear, the Dragon. At a We Adore Thee by Western Terrier by Betty Jo Clegg. Betty Clegg is the trainer. Nick Clegg, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2:01 and 3. This the Dennis and Nell Blue Memorial. In His Time, the race winner, Bear Creek Lookout 5th, Black Vet scratched. Risky Lightning 4th, Racing Ripper was 3rd, and Let's Do the Macarena 2nd. Recheck top down, a 1-5 a scratch, 4-3, 2 on the bottom, 30 and 3/5, 102 and 3, 132, 201 and 3.
Well, there you have the official rundown for the first. Winner of the 1 In His Time, 2:01 and 2. Second race up next, first division. 2-year-old Philly Pacers, first of 2 divisions for $6,158. We'll be back to take a look at all 6 in that second race right after these messages.
The Richwood Fair is the third and final independent fair that hosts harness racing. Located in Union County, the fair started out as a tri-county event that included parts of Delaware and Marion. The first annual exhibition spanned over 3 days in October of 1892. Livestock has always been important to the Richwood Fair, and harness racing has been a staple since the beginning. Early races featured high-wheeled sulkies, bright-colored silks, and bookies roving through the crowd to take bets. The purse in that first year toppled to $150. One trainer even entered his plow horse, Peter Deere, to compete for the prize money. Richwood was home to many outstanding horsemen, including the 6-time national driving champion, Bob Farrington. Farrington was elected into the Immortal Harness Hall of Fame for becoming the first driver to win more than 200 and 300 races in a single season. He was the driver for the world-famous Rambling Willie, who also made an appearance at the Richwood Fair in 1984. Today, the Richwood Independent Fair is a member of the Ohio Fair Racing Conference. They host 2 days of live-action racing.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fairs. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 21 fairs in 19 Ohio counties. Trotters and pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins. Buying or selling a racehorse? OnGate.com is your one-stop website. OnGate has changed the way racehorses are bought and sold. Easy-to-view listings makes it easy to find your next champion. Buy or sell at OnGate.com.
Well, we're back at Richwood. They talked about the fair history there. Bob Farrington. There's 3 brothers, Bob Farrington, Dick Farrington, and Brad Farrington. Brad stayed local, raced at a lot of county fairs, raced at Scioto Downs and Lebanon Raceway. Bob Farrington went on to the Chicago area, as well as Dick Farrington on the Grand Circuit. I think Dick ended up in California out at Hollywood Park in the day. So Richwood, a rich tradition for harness racing. It's a hotbed. They call it the little horsey town of Ohio. This is the church where Vivian Farrington, Bob Farrington's mother, went to church. Her husband was a pastor there, and she owned part of Rambling Willie, and they would have a sign mat on the church, sign out front, pray for Willie today, because 10% of his earnings went to the church. He made $2.8 million, so figure it out.
Yeah.
He donated several
Look for the nicest
100,000.
building in town, I guess. It's a really nice little fairgrounds. This is my first time here. I like it a lot. It looks like a fun place to race, and I mean, obviously, harness racing is supported pretty well, hot as it is, and no wagering, and still have a real nice crowd here in the grandstand.
Claire Baker, another name from Richwood, Ohio, right out the gate. He owned a little farm, and he had starting gates back probably in the 80s and early 90s. Claire Baker.
Really?
Gene Wiley, presiding judge, great friend of mine, who just retired from judging, is here from Richwood.
Can we turn your phone down a little, Doug? We're getting a little feedback, it sounds like.
So we're on to the second. First Division 2-year-old filly pace, field of 6. Number 1, there she is again. She's a 2-year-old black filly by Do Me That Again, a winner once, a second, and a third. Right at 8,000, 2 minutes, 2/5, 2 back at Greenville. Here's the post parade with Ayers Ratcliffe.
$6,158, a field of 6 with no change. 1, there she is again. Cameron McCown is in the bike. 2, Tails Never Fails. Drew Neal is up. 3, Holden, Mama L, and Hank Levan. 4 is Live Lively. Don Feaster drives. 5, This Is the Day with James Day. And the 6 is Camilla Special. Pierce Henry in the sulky. That's the feel for the second race. No change here in race 2.
We'll continue with the 2-horse here. Trails Never Fails. Drew Neal for Ron Steck. Hero Bay filly by Well Said. A $9,000 Ohio Select purchase. 9 starts this year, has 3 seconds, a third, $7,600. Second last time out at Mount Gilead, beaten 9 3/4. Tails Never Fails, clocked in 2:03 and 3. 3 Hold'em Mama L, Hank Levan, trains and drives for Levan Stable. The Bay Filly by Pet Rock has a win this year, 4 seconds, 2/3, 14,464, 2:03 at Marysville. 4 Live Lively, Don Feaster, trains and drives. Teal Bay Filly by Pet Rock. 4 starts yet to hit the boards last time out. Made a break, finished 6th, beaten 42.5, clocked in 11 and 3. 5 This Is the Day, James Day, the 2-year-old Bay Filly by Fear the Dragon. $4,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. A winner 6 times this year. Second 2/3, 21,000. So that 4,000 was a pretty good investment there for James Day. 59 and 3. 2 back on the 18th at Greenville. 6 Kamala Spatial. Making her first career start, Pierce Henry for Joe Paver. This the Brown Filly by Racing Hill. As we look to the backside, our start of the day, John Wiest and Becky Webkenberg with Mike Webkenberg starting gate. Mike has 4 gates out today. Mount Gilead's over. Marietta, Canfield, Richwood, and Van Wert. 4 gates. Mike has a busy day today. Mike, I believe, is at Canfield today, but I'm sure he is watching the OHHA Facebook page to see how things go. He's always concerned when he has a gate out and he can't be there. Field of Pacers, Field of 6 have completed their score. They'll be going to the gate here shortly.
Looks like we got 1 warm-up out there still, and that's
okay. That's what we're waiting on.
He is turning and going back to the barn area now.
Well, we're going to go upstairs now to Ayers Ratcliffe with a call of the second.
Starting gate is rolling. Field of 6, 2-year-old Filly Pacers, purse $6,158. It's the Farrington Memorial. They're at the top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off into pacing, looking for the lead. There she is again. Up on the outside, Holden Mama L is there in second as they pace around the turn. In there to be an early third is Tails Never Fails. Camellia Special is there in fourth, over there fifth. This is the Day and the trailer Live Lively. So they move up the backstretch for the first time, and Cameron McCown has There She Is Again. Out there with the lead, Holden Mama L is there in second. Pacing in there to be third is Tails Never Fails. Opening quarter 31 and 1. Camellia Special is in fourth. Over there fifth, This Is the Day. And Live Lively can see them all. They're in single file as they move around the turn, and There She Is Again is on the point. Leading the way away by a length and a quarter. In there to be second is Holden Mama L. Tails Never Fails is third. Camellia Special there in fourth as they pace down here to the half. Now This Is the Day has been sent to the outside on the trailer. Live Lively. They move on by the half, and there she is again. Has them backed well down here as they went by the half in 105 and 4. This Is the Day is now rambling up on the outside as they move around the turn to the back stretch, and This Is the Day rolls up now trying to clear to the lead. There she is again, is trying to fend her off at the rail. She's trying to re-rally on the inside as they pace on to three quarters. This Is the Day hasn't cleared yet. On the inside, there she is again. Pacing in third is Camellia Special. Three quarters, 134 and 2. Moving around the final turn. This Is the Day now leads them a length and a half. Camellia Special is on the outside. There she is again, is at the rail with Holden Mama L at the top of the stretch. This Is the Day. This Is the Day with the lead in their second. There she is again. This Is the Day. It's her day today. In their second, there she is again, and Camellia Special in for third. Time of the mile, 2:03 4/5.
Well, there you have it, the 5. This Is the Day, home in 3 and 4, 7th of the season. Pretty much a class of the field. The 1, there she is again, and Cam McCowan, 31 and 1, backed them off to the half in 5 and 4. Wasting no time at the 5/8. Here comes James Day with This Is the Day. Took him about an eighth of a mile to clear to get to the pylon, but after he cleared, there was no doubt about this in back half in 58 seconds. This Is the Day. A great purchase, $4,000 at Steve Cross's Buckeye Classic sale. Teal Bay Phillip, I Fear the Dragon, out of the Rock and Roll Hanover Mare, Rock's Confession. Power Play Racing, 87 of Medina, Ohio. 7th win of the season for This Is the Day, with a 2 2/3 earnings now 24 to 25,000. 24.5, 25,000 for This Is the Day.
Camellia Special really raced good too. I was keeping an eye on her. The first lifetime start, and a trailing spot was tough, and Pierce got out fourth, and she wanted to go, and he didn't want to come first up, it didn't look like.
No, I believe he did pull here at the half and had cover, right?
Yeah.
I don't know where she did finish.
Third. Ended up
she
third
finished
in there.
Third, okay.
Yep, raced real good. In that back half, she made up some ground, so.
Yep, she a Brown filly by Racing Hill, a great sire. I'm sure This Is the Day, and the point standings is right up there in the top 10 or 12 for the Ohio Fair Finals for $50,000 at Northfield Park on Saturday, October 14th, and the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association will be there live to bring you all that action. Let's go to Ayers for the intro in the winner's circle.
Memorial. There she is again with second. Tails Never Fails fourth. Holden Mama L fifth. Live Lively was sixth. This Is the Day, the winner. Camellia Special finished third. 2, 4, 5, 6, 1, 3, 31 and 1, 105 and 4, 134 and 2, 203 and 4. Upcoming third race, we have Rory Moore driving the 4, Global Icon. Rory Moore will drive a field of 4 with blue saddle pads. Bring him out.
Well, we're on to the third. This be the first division of the 3-year-old Colt Trot for $5,623. We'll be back to take a look at the third and much more right after this.
Your animals provide unconditional love. When they hurt, you want the best care available to help them enjoy life again. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center is here for you and for them. From heart disease to cancer, diabetes to broken bones, and 24-hour emergency services, Ohio State's team of experts make a difference in the lives of animals and the family members who love them. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1974, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm with 500 acres of pasture for breeding to boarding and on-site veterinarian care, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Pet Rock, Long Tom, and Bit of a Legend. Midland Acres, doing our best to bring you the best.
Doctor, give me the news! Is it bad credit?
It's bad credit, and you need a car.
Can I be cured?
Yes, but your case needs immediate attention. Visit lowcostcarsoh.com or lowcostcarsnorth.com today. Bad credit, no credit, don't worry. Start driving today.
I've been cured! I can get a car! Woo!
Even if you're sick with bad credit, get a great car today at either Low Cost Cars locations in Circleville and Columbus.
Then we're back here at Richwood. Taking a look at some of our comments. Michael Howard is watching from Findlay, Ohio. Daniel Bowers from Eaton. Rocky Miller checks in. Georgia Miller, 86 years old today, watching the races here from Richwood. She's from West Liberty, Ohio. Aaron McLean, Dennis Fricky watching. So it's on to the third race. First Division 3-year-old Colt Trotters for $5,623. Field of 4, 1 Ultra Uncle, Ken Holiday Dries. 3 times the winner, 2 seconds, 2/3, 26,057 and 3 at Northfield Park. 2 Rose Run Yakima, Emmanuel Miller for Chris Beaver, the 3-year-old Bay Gotta Son of Triumphant Caviar. This was a $16,000 purchase 2 years ago. 3 times a winner, 10 seconds, a third. 40,800 this year, 60,000 lifetime. Winner 4-back, 204 and 1 at Salina. 3 Amaretto's Andy, Kevin Snyder for Kim Daly, 3-year-old Brown Gulling by And Away We Go has been a winner twice this year, 5 seconds, a third. 31,059 and 3 over a sloppy track at Scioto. Last time out, second, beaten 3 3/4. Trotted her mile in 2:05. That was at Findlay. 4 Global Icon, Rory Moore will drive. 11 starts yet to hit the board. Had 14 starts last year, had 2 wins, 2 seconds, 3/3. 12,608 lifetime, a winner last year at Mansfield of 10 and 2 as a 2-year-old. That's the rundown for the third, First Division Ohio Fair Racing Conference. 3-year-old Colt Pace. Some big dates coming up while we await the post parade. Saturday night, September 9th, spatial post time at Scioto Downs. 5 o'clock post. There'll be 18 races possibly carded. 8 of the Scarlet Championship sire stake for $300,000. 8 for the Gray, a purse of $100,000. That would give you the 16. The other 2, the Charlie Hill Memorial Trot, I believe for $250,000, and the Jim Ewart Memorial Pace for $250,000. Scioto Downs, the all-new Scioto Downs, that great grandstand and facilities they have there now. You can check to see if there is any seating. I'm sure the grandstand, my guess is first come, first served basis. There's all kind of picnic tables at the top of the stretch. They'll have food vendors there. It's just going to be a big night. So plan to attend that big night of racing as Ohio showcases their stars. And Matt, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association will be there live if you cannot make it to the track.
We will, yep. And we will have full coverage of all 18 races, it seems. I haven't checked the weather report for Saturday yet. I think it's supposed to be pretty nice.
75, high of
that's
75. Oh, it'd be a nice evening.
Yeah, yep. Down at the kind of, I guess, the older end, or over by the clubhouse, it always seems like there's a nice breeze that blows through there. Even when it's scorching hot outside, you can get in the shade and always get a little bit of air moving through there. One of my favorite places to watch races outdoors is Scioto Downs.
And yeah, correct. Oh, exactly. I believe that the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is going to do the draw there live sometime today. Are you involved in that?
I don't know how.
You're not going to be there, okay. But I'm pretty sure that's what Frank said. But let's see. No, that would be Wednesday they would do the draw. Today's Monday. I'm all mixed up on days. They would draw Wednesday, I believe, for Saturday.
I believe I'll be in Kenton on Wednesday.
And I will too.
Yeah.
We'll be together tomorrow at Wauseon.
Yep. Fulton County.
Yep. I am going to Scioto tonight. I work there Friday, Saturday, and I'll be there tonight after we get done here, filling in for Barry Vickroy, who Barry took a few days vacation, getting ready for the Super Night. Other big events coming up after Scioto closes a week from Saturday on the 16th will be Dayton Raceway in Dayton, right off of Needmore Road on I-75. They open up the Tuesday after the Jug, September 26th. They go a Tuesday through Friday format, the exception being October 8th on a Sunday when they race at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. where they host the Montgomery County Fair races. That's October 8th. They otherwise go a Tuesday through Friday format, 4 o'clock post, all the way through December 30th. Their big night to showcase their horses will be Saturday, September 30th. That will be a 4 o'clock post time, Saturday, September 30th on Dayton Derby Night, Grand Circuit event. They will also host the Buckeye Stallion Championships that night at Dayton. A week from this coming Sunday, the 17th, will be the Delaware County Fair, Little Brown Jug Week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, a 1 o'clock post. Wednesday, Thursday, noon post. Jugette Day on Wednesday, 78th running of the Little Brown Jug, sponsored by the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association for $1 million. Post time that day at 12 noon on Thursday. In the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association will be bringing you live coverage of the 5 days of Delaware. Tomorrow, I believe the only fair going will be at Wauseon. Here's Ayers Ratcliffe with a post parade for the 3rd.
Horses are on the track and they're parading onward now for race number 3, sponsored by Sullivan Farms. Purse $5,623. Rory Moore drives the 4. 1 is Ultra Uncle with Ken Holliday driving. 2, Rose Run Yakeem, Emmanuel Miller up. 3, Amaretto's Andy and Kevin Snyder. And the 4, Global Icon, driver change, Rory Moore in the sulky. That's the field for the 3rd race. Rory Moore on 4.
I apologize if the folks at home heard what sounded like me spitting into the microphone. I took a drink. I've got an Arizona iced tea, sugary. As soon as I took a drink, a bee landed right on my lips. So
right down, you're right where I was sitting, right where you are yesterday. I had to move up a row. You see the sugar right below there?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody was sitting there yesterday, and after about this race, 3rd race, I had to move up 2 rows. The bees were thick right there. They've gathered up about all that sugar, but there's still a little bit there. And they're down there now. I see 2, 3, 4, half a dozen. So the 3rd race, 1st division, 3-year-old colt trotters. Field of 4, they're going right to the gate. Starter John Wiest is waiting for him. He's called him to the gate for the 3rd. Next voice you'll hear will be that of Ayers Ratcliffe with a call.
Field of 4, move around the turn to the top of the stretch, sponsored by Sullivan Farms, a purse of $5,623. They're at the top of the stretch, and here they come.
Just throwing his head. Getting his neck right? I didn't see him break, but they did.
They're off into trotting, and it's Ultra Uncle going out there looking for the lead. Amaretto's Andy is there in second. Rose Run Yakeem in third. And Global Icon, that's the trailer as they move around the turn and head on into the backstretch where Ultra Uncle and Ken Holiday out there by a length and a half in their second. Amaretto's Andy. Rose Run Yakeem is third, and Global Icon as they move out of the opening fraction and out there with the lead. Ultra Uncle and Doc Holiday in there to be second as Amaretto's Andy on the outside is Global Icon 32-1. Rose Run Yakeem is in fourth as they move around the turn, and out there and with the lead it's Ultra Uncle in there to be second. Amaretto's Andy on the outside, Global Icon in third. Rose Run Yakeem is the trailer as they move around the turn and travel down here to the halfway mile mark of the race. So out there and with the lead, it is Ultra Uncle. And their second is Amaretto's Andy on the outside. Global Icon is third. And the trailer, Rose Run Yakeem, as they move by the half in 104-3. And now Rose Run Yakeem is tired of the blockade and moving three wide as they move around the turn. And the leader is Ultra Uncle. Rose Run Yakeem is out there three wide and a winging as they move up the backstretch to three quarters, and it's Ultra Uncle with the lead. Rose Run Yakeem on the outside second. Amaretto's Andy is there in third, and the trailer Global Icon. They move on by the 3/4 mile mark of the race in 134-3. In and around that final turn, and out there with the lead, with him on top, Ultra Uncle losing stride. Amaretto's Andy as they come to the top of the stretch on a drive for the wire, and it's Ultra Uncle in their second is still Rose Run Yakeem as they come to the wire. It is Ultra Uncle from start to finish. Rose Run Yakeem is there for second. Amaretto's Andy in third. Time of the mile 2:05.
Ultra Uncle, Ken Holiday home in 2:05. 3-year-old bay colt by Uncle Peter out of the Guide a Muscle mare, Ultra Muscle, fourth of the season, pushing 30,000 this year. Owned by Roy Moore, grafting. Roy Moore trains. Doc Holiday drives the winner, 32 1/5, 4-3, 34-3, home in 2:05. Second at 2, Rose Run Yakeem. 3, Amaretto's Andy was third. Looked as though he was going to be a part of it, coming up the inside, but midway around that final turn made a break. And finished fourth was Global Icon and Roy Moore. Ultra Uncle the winner, Rose Run Yakeem 2, Amaretto's Andy 3, and Global Icon finished fourth. This race sponsored by Sullivan Farms. Up next will be the first division of the 3-year-old filly trot. Be a field 5. We're talking about a week from Sunday, Little Brown Jug Week. A lot of general admission there. Box seats are available. I believe it's $80 a day for a box seat, or you can maybe reserve the whole box if there's any boxes left. The Pavilion Hill, the clubhouse area in the first turn. I don't have the price right in front of me, but it's about $150 a day. Get a break if you go Jugette Day and Jug Day. Buffet meal served, race program betting machines, drinks, live TVs in there. They also have the top of the stretch. It's a little cheaper. Or the backside right by the paddock as you see them come out of that turn at 5/8 and go down that backside for the final time. That would be a thrill to sit back there in the big tents. I know there's fans and that in there, so it will be pretty cool to keep you out of the sun. You can get tickets by calling 800-DEL-FAIR, 800-DEL-FAIR.
I honestly can't believe we're already talking about Jug Week. I mean, it doesn't now seem like Paulding was all that long ago.
But where does the time go?
Yep. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, though. I mean, there's
always
nothing else like it. Yep.
It's a big week.
Third race, the one Ultra Uncle, a 3-year-old bay colt by Uncle Peter, and an Ultra Muscle by Guida Muscle, owned by Rory Moore, who also trains, and Ken Holliday, the winning driver, 2:05 time of the mile. This one sponsored by Sullivan Farms. Ultra Uncle, the race winner. Rose Run Yakin was second. Amaretto's Andy third. Global Icon fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom. 32 and 1. 104 and 3. 134 and 3. The mile time 2:05.
If you care to print a program off, you can go to harnessracingohio.com. Harnessracingohio.com. Programs should be up 2 hours before post time, where the event is at, whatever fair. That's harnessracingohio.com. Well, we're ready for the fourth race. 3-year-old filly trotters, first division for 5,693. We'll be back to take a look at this field of 5 right after these messages.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
Well, we're back here at Findlay. Not Findlay, boy. It's been a long week. We are at Richwood, and we're getting ready for the fourth. First division of the 3-year-old filly trot. Field of 5, one Smoldering Bud High. Winner once last year, has 5/3 this year. $3,400 was a winner last year at Dover and 7-1. 2 is Sugarloaf Emmanuel Miller for Chris Beaver. 3-year-old Bay Filly by Triumphant Caviar, winner twice this year, 7 seconds, 6 third. 37,000, 57-3 at Northfield. Winner 2 back on a county fair track at Mount Gilead and 4-1. 3 Happy Girl, James Day. This is a Buckeye Classic purchase for $16,000. Made 16 last year, $4,300 this year. Yet to find a winner's circle. In 6 starts, has 2 seconds, 2 thirds, 10-3 at Attica. 4 Uncle Pete's Secret, Mike Sweeney for Pierce Henry. Winner twice, 3 seconds a third, 15,000, 205 and 4 at Paulding. That win coming 3 starts back. Lifetime 33,589 for Uncle Pete's Secret. 5, Fantastic Elk, Hank Levan, 3-year-old Bay Phillip Team 6. $10,000 Buckeye Classic sale purchase, Levan Stables, Dharma Fall Racing, E. Perry, and M. Levan own. 8 times a winner with 2 seconds, 2/3, 53,000 this year, 70,000 last, 123, 939 lifetime, 54 and 4 at Northfield Park. Winner at Wasion on Saturday in 204 and 3. So coming right back here with Fantastic L.
You good? Just did a little judge's inquiry. And the previous race there.
We're getting ready for a post parade here for the 4th.
Yeah, Doug, like I say, Fulton County tomorrow. If you're going to get some donuts, you might want to get in line early.
Get in line early.
It was packed out there on Saturday. It was good to see, though. I mean, the grandstand was, I'd say, 70% full almost. I mean, just lined up around the fence, and the midway was packed everywhere, just people everywhere.
I was looking forward to it Saturday. Plans changed. Tom Pye filled in for me. I will be there tomorrow, so I'm looking forward. It's a gorgeous fair.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Last
good
time
racing.
Yep.
They were going good miles over it, too.
Is on the track for the 4th race. 3-year-old filly trot, Rebecca Thompson DeBoer. No change here, purse $5,693. 1 is Smoldering, Bud High. 2 is a Sugar Loaf, Emmanuel Miller. 3, Happy Girl and James Day. 4, Uncle Pete's Secret with Pierce Henry. And the 5, Fantastic L, Hank Levan in the sulky. That's the field for the 4th race. No change. Race 4.
Well, there you had the post parade with airs. We already touched on all 5 in this race. Matt, you're packing up. You'll go back to the Toledo area, a 2-hour drive, you say?
Yep, right
and
at
then
2 hours.
You'll be to Wasion tomorrow evening.
Yep.
And that's not, 40 minutes maybe?
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Kenton is the one that's, I guess we got 9 Wednesday night and 10 Thursday morning.
At noon, yeah.
So that's the tricky one, because that's an hour and a half for me, and it'll probably get over with somewhat late, and then,
Well, we start at, I think it's 7. I hope so.
It is 7.
7?
Yep.
Well, 9:30, but by the time you get out of there, it's definitely going to be 10:30.
Yeah, and then home.
12 o'clock.
Sleep for a few hours, turn around, drive back to Kenton, or I just stay in Kenton. I don't know what they have for accommodations around there.
I think they should have something. Kenton, a pretty decent-sized town, probably 10,000. And then you get Friday off, I assume.
Yep.
Then you'll be up early to head to Scioto Downs. Now, how far a drive's that?
That's 2.5.
That's 2.5.
Yeah. And have everything set up by 3 for the big night.
Yeah. And I think we will be in the 3 Diamonds room. There'll be a big meal going on, open bar in there for, I'm sure, the owners. At the other end, they have the Hill Room. It's a little bit smaller facility. But it's a gorgeous facility at Scioto Downs.
That 3 Diamonds room is awesome.
Yes.
It really is nice up there.
So no fair action going on this evening. Scioto Downs will be racing this evening. Post time at 6. There'll be no OHHA action, but I will be there with Jenna Otten giving our picks. I'll be on the call for Barry Vicroy, who took a couple days off for vacation before he comes back for the championships this weekend. Fourth race at the top of the stretch. Ready for a start. Here's Ayers Ratcliffe with a call.
Top of the stretch, and here they come. They're off and trotting, and Sugarloaf goes out there hunting the lead on the inside, smoldering as they will move around the turn. It's a Fantastic Al who's there in third. Trotting in fourth is Uncle Pete Secret, and off stride, Happy Girl as they move into the back stretch, and Smoldering is letting nobody go, and Smoldering wants the lead. Sugarloaf is taking back and moving in there second. Fantastic Al in third. And there to be fourth comes Uncle Pete's Secret, and Happy Girl trails. Opening quarter 28 4/5. So out there with the lead, Smoldering. Bud High, he's gone to a fire on the engine. In their second, Sugarloaf. Fantastic Al in third. Uncle Pete's Secret is fourth, and that distant trailer off stride again. Happy Girl as they move down here to the halfway mile mark of the race, and the leader is Smoldering. In their second, Sugarloaf. Fantastic Al in third. It's Uncle Pete's Secret fourth. The half in 1 minute 3/5. On into the turn they go. Smoldering still the leader. Sugarloaf back for more on the outside. Fantastic Al watches the dueling trotters in third. In their fourth is Uncle Pete's Secret. Up the back stretch and on their way to 3/4, and Sugarloaf is upping that tempo on the outside. And Fantastic Al, she's floating out there nicely as they move by 3/4. Sugarloaf gets them there in 1:30 3. Fantastic Al is breathing fire on the outside as they move around the final turn. Fantastic Al is going to the lead. Sugarloaf just folded under the pressure as they come to the top of the stretch. Fantastic Al, the lead is getting bigger and bigger. She's drawing away as they come to the wire. Fantastic Al in a romp. Finishing second, Uncle Pete's Secret. And Sugarloaf back for third. Time of the mile, 2 minutes, 3/5.
2 minutes, 3/5, back half. In a minute, final quarter, 30 seconds. Fantastic Elf. 9th of a season, coming off a big win just Saturday at Wasion, 2:04 4. Here, 2 minutes and 3/5.
Awful nice filly there.
50.
And she had been racing a lot on the front end, but I mean that there just shows how versatile she is. She kind of let the dust settle,
yep.
And then Hank just had to tip her out and show her some daylight, and she does the rest. It looks like
Five wins in the last 6 starts. 57,000 this year. 128 lifetime. $10,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. Steve Cross's October sale at Springfield. 28 4, minute 3/5, 1:33 3/5. She's the Bay filly by Team 6 out of the SJ's Caviar Mare, Perspective Caviar. She's owned by the Levan Stables, Darmafall Racing, E. Perry, M. Levan, Hank Levan trains and drives Darmafalls. If you can see them in the winner's circle, they're waiting their 3-year-old filly, Fantastic Al, to come back. Darmafalls do so much for the sport of harness racing, always donating blankets, giving extra money to the ladies' pace. Joe and Fran Darmafall, great contributors to the sport of harness racing here in the Buckeye State.
looking to Stay right after it. Talked to Joe a little before the races, and they sold Caesar L, I think it was, yesterday on gate. So he said, any of that money that comes in from the selling this year's stock is going right back into yearling.
Okay.
So
They get around, Joe and Fran. They're everywhere.
they honestly might put on more miles than I do.
They might.
After a winning race number 4, it's the 5 Fantastic L, a 3-year-old bay filly by Team 6. At a Perceptive Caviar by SJ's Caviar. Oh My Levan Stables, Dharma Fall Racing. E. Perry, M. Levan, Hank Levan trains and is the winning driver. Time of the mile 2 minutes, 3/5. Sponsored by Rebecca Thompson DeBoer. Smoldering was 4th, Sugarloaf 3rd, Happy Girl 5th. Uncle Pete's Secret was 2nd, Fantastic L the winner. 4, 3, 5, 2, 1, 28 and 4. 1 minute, 3/5. 1:30 and 3/5. 2 minutes, 3/5.
Well, there you had the rundown. It's Fantastic L. Takes that 3-year-old filly trot. 5th race, 2-year-old colt pace, 2nd division for 4,344. We'll be back to take a look at this 5th race right after these messages.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio wants to thank all the breeders that supported our popular stallions, including new trotting sire Play Tricks on Me. Cool Winds also stands proven sire Mr. Apples in the great state of Ohio. Randy and Kim Haynes also stand the only full brother to Some Beach Somewhere, Bring on the Beach, sire of Heart of Chewbacca. Visit the Cool Winds consignment at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway Ag Center on Friday, September 15th.
Athletes, they come in all shapes and sizes. They catch, they leap, they run. Some athletes even come with 4 legs and paws and hooves. When these beloved family members need care, remember the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio State experts wrote the book on exceptional animal care and know how to get our best friends back on their feet. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
For over 100 years, the values at CoverLink Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. At CoverLink Insurance, you're a person, not a policy. Whether you raise crops, livestock, or own the family farm, CoverLink's farm insurance can be tailored to meet your needs. Trusted advice and solutions to protect what matters most. Great service from great people, CoverLink Insurance.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
Well, we're back at Richwood, the Union County Fair. Getting ready for the 5th race.
Is there a scratch in here, Doug?
There is a scratch. We're going to scratch the 5, Fear of the Creek, a judge's scratch. Pierce Henry now will drive number 6, My Handsome Man. Get a little conversation going on out there. How many of you will be attending the Little Brown Jug a week from this coming Thursday? And if so, how many years in a row or how many years have you been there? And what was your favorite jug? We'll touch on that after we get some comments. The 5th race, 2nd division. 2-year-old colt pacers, 1 Rock in My Boxers, Emmanuel Miller. 2-year-old bay colt by Pet Rock, a $10,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. Only had 5 starts this year. Has a win, 3 seconds, and a third. So on the board, 4 out of the 5 starts. 5,400, 206 at Marion. 2 Quigliel, Hank Levan. Trains and drives. 2-year-old Bay Gutta by Fear the Dragon. This a $3,000 Ohio Select purchase. Pretty good purchase. Made $13,000 this year. 2 minutes at Marysville. 3 Risky Rocker, Nick Clegg for Betty Clegg. $7,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. 2-year-old Bay Gutta's son, a big risk. 5 wins, 2 seconds, 5 thirds, 17,000, 201 and 1 at Wilmington. Winner of 3 in a row. Canton, Mount Gilead, and Wilmington. 4, Bust Your Lip, Drew Neal for Ron Steck. Bay Colt, Dancing Yankee. A winner in 1 time in 7 starts, has 2 seconds, 8,203 back in July at Hilliard. The 5 is Scratch. 6, My Handsome Man. Pierce Henry picks up the drive for John Fitzgerald. The 2-year-old Brown Gelding by Racing Hill. 4 starts yet to hit the board. Last time out was 6, beaten 18 3/4. That at Mount Gilead, timed in 10 3. On 8:22 at Lima, finished 5th, beaten 8 lengths in 3 4. So that's the rundown on the 5th.
Two-year-old Colt Pacers, purse of $4,344. 1 is Rockin' My Boxers, Emmanuel Miller. 2 is Quigliel. Hank Levan is driving. 3 is Risky Rocker and Nick Clegg. 4 is Bust Your Lip, Drew Neal. 5 is Scratched. And the 6, My Handsome Man, driver change, Pierce Henry in the sulky. That's the field for the 5th race. Scratch the 5. Pierce Henry on 6.
Didn't see Pierce out there just yet. Oh, here he comes now, looks like, over there in the far turn.
Okay, yep, just coming to the track. Rolling right along, got off to just a little bit of a delay when the squad had to leave. We were just actually about 8 to 10 minutes late, but we picked up that time. 5th race, it's now 2:07. They should be behind the gate at 2:10, so we're halfway through when this 5th race crossed the wire. Matt and I will bring you the action tomorrow evening with 10 races, Ohio Fair Racing Conference action at Wauseon with a 6 o'clock post time. We'll give you a report on how the donuts are at Wauseon, if we can get any. And then we both end up at Kenton on Wednesday evening with 9 races, a 7 o'clock post time. Back there at noon on Thursday, the 7th, with 10 races. That's the Ohio Colt Racing Association there at Kenton. Friday, McConnellsville at 1, I believe, and Saturday afternoon at McConnellsville at 1. Saturday night, biggest night in Ohio as they showcase their stars at Scioto Downs on Saturday, September 9th. Early post time at 5 p.m. I'm sure we'll be on the air, probably 4:45 would be my guess. Coming to you live from Scioto Downs. Will be set up in the 3 Diamonds room. Expecting a big crowd, 18 races, 16 sire stakes, 8 Scarlet, 8 Gray. Scarlet going for $300,000, the Gray for $100,000. Top it off, the $250,000 Charlie Hill Trot, the $250,000 Jim Ewart Memorial Pace. Karen Woodruff went to the jug in 95. Tyler Smith, he's watching right now. Sure he'll be driving at Scioto tonight. Mike Wepkenberg says his crew will be at 4 different facilities today, drive 26 hours, and start 42 races today.
I think Roger said wiggle it, jiggle it. I don't know if it was his favorite jug, but I think it might have been his favorite call or most recent.
Could have been. Oh, yeah, I can remember some of that call. At one time he said, it's a battle, now it's a downright war. and I actually thought Lost for Words had that race won. Wiggle it, jiggle it had kind of had the lead and gave it up to Lost for Words, but Wiggle It Jiggle It came back. It was a heck of a race. My favorite jug was probably
that's what I was going to ask.
Life Sign in '93 with Gene Riegel, an Ohio boy. He was so close 3 years in a row. Very well could have won it 3 years. Just got photoed out with Western Hanover, and I believe Arts Place was sick. Here's Ayers Ratcliffe with a call for the 5th.
And here they come. They're off and pacing, and is Risky Rocker, who fires out there looking for the lead. Quigliel is there in second as they'll move around the turn. Bust Your Lip is there in third as they continue on to the backside. In there to be next. As they move on there to that backside, it's a Rockin' My Boxers in the trailer. My Handsome Man as they travel on to the opening quarter. And Risky Rocker, he was a winner at Wellington, a winner at Mount Gilead, a winner at Canton, and going to try to win here in Richwood. That would make him 4 in a row. In their second is Quiglio, opening quarter 31-3. In there to be an early third comes a Bust Your Lip. Over there next comes Rockin' My Boxers and My Handsome Man. That's the trailer. And now moving up to the outside, here comes Rockin' My Boxers as they drive down here to the halfway mile mark of the race. Risky Rocker on the lead. Rockin' My Boxers on the outside in second. Quigliel along the rail. In there next is Bust Your Lip. And the trailer is My Handsome Man as they drive by the half in 102-4. On into the turn they go, and the leader is Risky Rocker on the outside second. Rockin' My Boxers is still showing headway. Quigliel is at the rail. Next we have Bust Your Lip, and the trailer is My Handsome Man. They continue on to the 3/4 mile mark of the race, and the leader, Risky Rocker, the lead by 1. On the outside, Rockin' My Boxers is starting to retreat. Quigliel at the rail, 3/4, 132-3. Moving around the final turn, the leader, Risky Rocker. Rockin' My Boxers digs down deep on the outside second. Quigliel in third. Bust Your Lip is fourth. They're at the top of the stretch. Risky Rocker. Quigliel on the outside is still a Rockin' My Boxers. Coming to the wire, Risky Rocker. Risky Rocker will score. Bust Your Lip slides up for second. Quigliel is third. 2:01 4/5.
2:01-4, back half, 59 seconds for Risky Rocker. Nick Clegg's second winner of the day. Betty Clegg's second training win. Tio Bagel Son, a big risk out of the Rock and Roll Hanover Mare. Nonstop Rock. This a great purchase, $7,000 at the Buckeye Classic. Sixth of the season with 2 seconds, 5/3. Earnings now $20,000. 4 in a row for Risky Rocker.
Looked pretty handy too, really.
Yes.
He had a pretty good hold of him still there around the last turn.
Second to 4, Bust Your Lip, Drew Neal. Third to 2, Quigliel, Hank Levan. Fourth to 1, Rockin' My Boxers, Emmanuel Miller. And fifth to 6, My Handsome Man. The 5, Fear of the Creek, was a judge's scratch. When we refer to why the horse was scratched, if it's scratched sick, I believe you have to be off 7 days and have a vet slip to return. If it's transportation, there will be, you could race pretty much within a couple days. Judge's scratch, I'm pretty sure that is about like transportation, but I'm not for sure. If you scratch sick with a vet slip, I believe you have to be out of racing for 7 days.
Well, I was talking to Ayers about egg rolls at Upper Sandusky in Finley, and I just found out that trailer will not be at Upper Sandusky this year.
Will not, okay. So you'll be at Upper. What days will you be there?
Just the one, and the other day I'm going to be at Mount Pelier.
Mount Pelier, I'll be at Mount Pelier. I don't believe I'm going to Upper unless they need help. I don't believe so, but I do not know for sure.
3, Risky Rocker. Risky Rocker's a 2-year-old bay-gutted son of Big Risk, got a non-stop rock by Rock and Roll Hanover. Owned by Betty Jo Clegg. Betty Clegg is the trainer. Nick Clegg, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2:01 and 4. This the Monk Ross Memorial. Rockin' My Boxers was 4th. Quigley L 3rd. Risky Rocker the winner. Bust Your Lip was 2nd. Fear of the Creek Scratched. My Handsome Man was 5th. 4-3-1, 2 Scratch 5, 31 and 3, 102 and 4, 132 and 3, 201 and 4.
Well, 6th race up next for 6,158, second division of the 2-year-old Philly Pacers. Field of 6. We'll be back right after this.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1974, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm with 500 acres of pasture for breeding to boarding and on-site veterinarian care, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Pet Rock, Long Tom, and Bit of a Legend. Midland Acres, doing our best to bring you the best.
Sun's out, guns out, hot summer fun.
Hot summer fun. Hot summer fun.
Well, we're back here at Richwood, the Richwood Independent Fair in Union County. A gorgeous, warm afternoon on this Labor Day Monday. Nice crowd here in the grandstand. Getting a little breeze right now, Matt.
It does feel good when that breeze
pretty
comes
good
through.
right now. So what's your plans for this evening? Cookout or?
I did that a little yesterday. I had the day off yesterday, so I splurged on some hot dogs. I just wanted to cook something out quick. You know, it was kind of hot out yesterday too, so just.
Did you get it in the pool yesterday?
Yep, sure did. It's back up above 80, so
okay.
It's manageable now.
Yeah, it is. It's just that little bit of shock probably at first.
Yep. Yeah, I imagine by the time I get home tonight, I'll probably be close to mid 80s, more than likely. It's amazing how quick it shot up with just this little heat wave we got and all the sun. How about you? Anything planned for the holiday? A cookout or anything?
No.
Oh, you're going to Scioto.
I'm going to Scioto tonight. It's been a long week. We did that double. I did a double header. We were together Wednesday at Finley. Double header. I was at Van Wert.
Oh, yeah.
Thursday afternoon. Finley Thursday night. Went to Scioto Friday. Spent the night there. Did Saturday night. Came over here then yesterday. And went home, now back here this morning, my home in Salina, which is about 82 miles from Richwood, not a bad drive. Now tonight I'm going to Scioto. I will spend the night there in Columbus. And get home tomorrow. Hope to be on the road 8:30, 9 o'clock. Get home about a 2-hour drive and get in the car and meet you tomorrow. Have to be on the road probably at 3:30. We'll be together tomorrow night at Wasion. We'll be the only show on the road, I believe. I don't believe anything else is racing tomorrow.
Yep, I'm pretty sure that's
And then Wednesday evening, we're going to Kenton. Thursday afternoon, noon post time at Kenton. Friday off, and Saturday I'm going to do some work for Scioto Downs and the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association on Super Night.
Big week. We get a little breather before Jug. I think there's not a lot going on for 3 or 4 days, maybe.
I have just Montpelier that Wednesday, a week from this coming Wednesday, and then probably Jug week. And then I got sometime in September, end of September, I go to Portland, Indiana to call races over there on a Saturday, and I end up working. My last fair will be Lancaster. Looking forward to going to that fair to replace the late Chris Patterson, who called for many years and did a great job here in the state of Ohio. He passed away this past November.
Over there at Portland, do they still have a lot of races in a day over there in Indiana?
This is what they call the Second Chance Series. Couldn't have made so much money or had so many wins during the regular fair season. And everything goes for $3,500 regardless. There could be 10 divisions up there going to go for $3,500, whether it's one division or 10 divisions. There's no wagering. They get good crowds. When they come out to do warm up, everybody has to go the right way of the track. We'll run 6 races an hour for sure over there.
Really?
They bam, bam, bam. Yep.
Yeah,
And there's no post parades.
Oh, really?
They go out, they go right to the gate. But when they come on the track to go to the gate, they go the right way of the track. That's during when the races start, an hour before post time till the races are over. You're only allowed to go the right way of the track unless, I guess, if you're the winner going back to the barn area at the top of the stretch, you would be going the wrong way of the track. But yeah, they roll them over there. Most likely this second chance, it could be 12 races, 10, 12. A lot of times, I think earlier this year we had 24.
That's what I was wondering. I remember looking at entries at a couple of them, and it was just a lot of races a day. It seems like it's been that way for, ever since they started racing for good money over there.
Yeah, I think one time we had 32, 34 races over there. That was a long day. One day
Where do you put them all?
Well, they go out of trailers. There's a lot of shade over there. I know one day about 8 years ago in August, we had about 18 to 20 that day. Portland is about 25 miles west of me in Indiana from Salina. I did the races there, had to be to Hoosier Park at night. Naturally wanted to get a shower, so I drove back 25 miles to Salina, got in the car, went to Hoosier Park, and drove home from Hoosier Park that night. That was a long day.
Here are the horses on the track for the 6th race. Sponsored by John and Barbara Wiley Memorial. Purse of $6,158, a field of 6, no change. One is IB Fancy Like That with Pierce Henry driving. 2 is Gorgeous Ivory and Ken Holiday. 3 is Dancin' Shanny, Emmanuel Miller's up. 4, Rockin' Ray L with Hank Levan. 5, Sacagawea, Nick Clegg. And the 6, the biggest affair, Drew Neal in the sulky. That's the field for the 6th race, no change, race 6.
Well, there you had the post parade with Ayers Ratliff. Field of 6. Second division, 2-year-old filly trotter, 6,158. The 1 IB Fancy Like That, Pierce Henry. 2 wins this year, second 3/3, 9,300, 2 minutes 4/5, Marysville. Doc Holliday drives the 2, Gorgeous Ivory. The Bay filly behind Gorgeous, 7 wins, 4 seconds, a third, 26,000. Same as 27,000. 4 in a row. 201 at Wilmington. 3 Dancing Shanny, Emmanuel Miller. 2-year-old Bay Philip at Dancing Yankee, winner once, 1 second, 2/3, 6,203 and 2 at Mount Vernon. 4, Rockin' Rayleigh, Hank Levan, 2-year-old Bay Philip at Fear the Dragon, winner twice, 4 seconds, 7/3, 16,202 at Eaton, the Preble County Fair. 5, Sacagawea, Nick Clegg, Bay Philip at Pet Rock, winner twice, 2 seconds, 3/3, 16,500. 202 and 1 at Wilmington, and on the outside, the 6, I should say the trailer, so we only score 5. The biggest affair, Drew Neal, the Bay Philip at Big Bad John, 7 starts, 2/3, 2,800 in earnings. That's the field for the 6th. Here's Ayers Ratcliffe with the call.
Barbara Wiley Memorial, top of the stretch, and here they come. They're off and pacing from the outside. Rockin' Ray L is looking for the lead. IB Fancy Like That's along the inside as they move around the turn. Off stride and making a nasty break there was Gorgeous Ivory. Gorgeous Ivory made a break there as they move on into the back stretch, and with the lead, it's IB Fancy Like That. Rockin' Ray L is there in second as they move to the opening quarter. In there to be an early third comes Dancin' Shanny. Opening quarter 27 and 4. In there to be next comes Sacagawea as they will move around the turn that it is the biggest affair, and the distant trailer Gorgeous Ivory. They move around the turn. IB Fancy Like That going as fast as she can, as far as she can. It's Rockin' Ray L who is there in second. In there to be in third as they come down here to the half. Dancin' Shanny. Now Sacagawea starts to crank it up on the outside. She was fourth, now third the half in 58 and 3. Next it's the biggest affair, and Gorgeous Ivory trails as they swing around the turn and head to the back stretch. IB Fancy Like That. Rockin' Ray L is still there second on the outside. Sacagawea third. In there to be fourth is still Dancin' Shanny. Then we have the biggest affair as they continue out of the 3/4 mile mark of the race. IB Fancy Like That trying to see it through in 1:28 and 2. Sacagawea's on the outside. Rockin' Ray L needs racing room. Next we have a Dancin' Shanny as they continue around the turn to the top of the stretch, and the leader IB Fancy Like That. Rockin' Ray L is moving up on the outside. It's Rockin' Ray L trying to get the lead, battling along the inside. IB Fancy Like That. Rockin' Ray L comes on to win. IB Fancy Like That second. Dancin' Shanny was third. 2 minutes, 1/5.
Well, that and set up for Hank Levan, 27 and 4, 58 and 3. You get to weigh in the 2-hole. Nick Clegg comes first up with Sacagawea, and Rockin' Ray L was pinned in. Shook loose midway around that turn when Sacagawea kind of faded. Rockin' Ray L, the final 25 yards, went right on by IB Fancy Like That, who cut those hot fractions of 27 and 4, 58 and 3, 28 and 2, 2 minutes and a fifth for Rockin' Rayleigh. Lifetime mark in getting this win. Rockin' Ray L, an $8,000 Ohio Select purchase, third of the season. $19,500 this year in the bank for the winner. Rockin' Ray L. Hank Levan gets his second winner of the day. Gorgeous Ivory, the 2, Doc Holliday, who's a winner 3, 4 in a row, 7 this year, Matt. Made kind of a nasty break midway in that first turn. Doesn't show a break. I'm sure caught Ken Holliday off guard.
Yeah, it was. It looked really awkward too. I mean, like you said, it was kind of a nasty one there. So
he just couldn't. He picked her up. She could have went down, but he picked her up just like she stumbled or something.
Yeah. Very well enunciated call from Ayers Ratliff. Yeah. That's kind of an inside joke in some circles, but Rockin' Ray L gets it done. But you're right, the trip couldn't have worked out any better for her. And Pearson's horse raced really good there on the front, too.
Yeah.
I mean, just kind of got a little tired late there.
Winning race number 6, it is the 4, Rockin' Ray L. Rockin' Ray L is a 2-year-old bay filly by Fear the Dragon. At a Rockonomics by Rock and Roll, Hanover My Levan Stables. M. Levan, R. Levan, A. Hefflinger. Hank Levan trains and is the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2 minutes, 1/5. John and Barbara Wiley Memorial. I Be Fancy Like That was second. Gorgeous Ivory 6th. Dancing Shanty 3rd. Rockin' Ray L the winner. Sacagawea was 4th. The Biggest Affair was 5th. 2, 6, 3, 1, 4, 5 on the bottom. 27 and 4. 58 and 3. 128 and 2. 2 minutes, 1/5.
Well, 7th race coming up next. 3-year-old Colt Trot for 5,623. This the second division, field of 4. We'll be back to take a look at these 3-year-old Colt Trotters right after this.
The Richwood Fair is the third and final independent fair that hosts harness racing. Located in Union County, the fair started out as a tri-county event that included parts of Delaware and Marion. The first annual exhibition spanned over 3 days in October of 1892. Livestock has always been important to the Richwood Fair, and harness racing has been a staple since the beginning. Early races featured high-wheeled sulkies, bright-colored silks, and bookies roving through the crowds to take bets. The purse in that first year toppled to $150. One trainer even entered his plow horse, Peter Deere, to compete for the prize money. Richwood was home to many outstanding horsemen, including the 6-time national driving champion, Bob Farrington. Farrington was elected into the Immortal Harness Hall of Fame for becoming the first driver to win more than 200 and 300 races in a single season. He was the driver for the world-famous Rambling Willie, who also made an appearance at the Richwood Fair in 1984. Today, the Richwood Independent Fair is a member of the Ohio Fair Racing Conference. They host 2 days of live-action racing.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fairs. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 21 fairs in 19 Ohio counties. Trotters and pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins.
Well, we're back here at Richwood. 6 down, 4 to go. 7th race, 3-year-old Colt Trot. This is the second division. $5,623. Field of 4, one Feisty Sam. He's a winner 6 times this year for Matthew Brown. The 3-year-old Bay Golden son of Victory Sam has 3 seconds, 2/3, $57,000 this year. Winner last time out at Findlay last week. $56 this year at Scioto. 2, Gotta Have Rhythm, Ken Holiday for Roy Moore. Has 4 seconds, 6/3, $23,000. 3, Don's Count, Pierce Henry drives for Mike Sweeney. Winner once this year, 2 seconds, 2/3, $9,476. Last time out, finished 4th. That was at Mount Gilead, beaten 18.5. Time for Don's Count, 2:07.1. 4 Head Honcho Boat, Jeff Nysonger for Mark Winters. 3-year-old Bay Golden son of Triumph at Caviar. Has 6 wins, 15 starts, 2 seconds, 2/3, $37,858, 2:01 at Wilmington. Last time out was a winner at Lima, the Allen County Fair, 202. The 4, Head Honcho Bo, as we wait the post parade. Field must be out as Ayers is telling him in the barn area to get them together in post parade. We're rolling right along. Several of these drivers and trainers have to be to Scioto tonight. Should be finished here by 3:30. Probably about a 45-minute drive over to Scioto Downs.
I was going to ask, when we had that delay, does Marysville have a hospital? Would that be the closest town from here where the ambulance would have had to go or come from?
I don't know I know Bellefontaine does.
Okay.
But
okay, that would just be down 68 a little farther.
They'd have to get up on 33. I'm going to guess it's probably 20, 25 mile from here. I would have to think Marysville would have some kind of a ER thing if it wasn't a regular hospital. I know right up on 33, there's the Mary Raton Hospital at Bellefontaine. I don't know about Marysville. You would think they would.
Yeah. Seems like it's a growing town.
Yeah.
I mean, anyway.
With Honda. Oh, yeah. Marysville, a very nice area.
I was real pleased with the length of the delay, though. I mean, like sometimes they can take a long time. And I mean, we're
not home free yet.
Exactly. You're right. You're right.
It's been a good year.
Yeah.
Not many delays of any kind. I guess the only delay I was involved in really was at Urbana the one night. I don't know if it was a Tuesday night or Wednesday night. I guess it would have been Wednesday night. We had that just downpour came down. Got about 5 in, then we came back the next day and raced them in the afternoon. Here's a post parade for the 7th.
This is for the 7th race, sponsored by TNG Farm, 3-year-old colt trotters, a purse of $5,623, field of 4, no change. 1, Feisty Sam and Matthew Brown. 2, Gotta Have Rhythm, Ken Holiday in the bike. 3 is Don's Count and Pierce Henry. 4 is Head Honcho Bo, Jeff Nysonger in the sulky. That's the field for race 7. No change here in the 7th race.
Only a field of 4, but there's some awful nice trotters in here. It could be a good one.
Yeah, this Feisty Sam, 57,000, coming off a win at Findlay 4-1. Gotta Have Rhythm, trotted up 56-4. Finished 3rd in the Buckeye Stallion Series at Northfield Park, 3 back. Don's Count went 2nd at Marysville, trotted him 4-2. Head Honcho Bo, Mark Winters, Jeff Nysonger, that's a good combination. Was a winner in 202 at Lima. So Feisty Sam, I would have to think, would be the post-time favorite. But you can't count out Head Honcho Bo.
Yeah,
Gotta Have Rhythm or Don's Count.
I don't think I've ever seen Head Honcho Bo lose before. Anytime I've ever seen him live, he's a nice trotter himself. I'm a little surprised this is the first we saw Jeff Nysonger today. If he was here, usually he picks up a couple catch drives, but
he is on his way. I believe he has 3 or 4 in at Scioto tonight. So I don't know if he's a regular driver for Mark Winters.
Like this fair in Richwood Bay, independent since 1952. I've been listening to you online.
oh, sounds like Marysville has a hospital. Sorry, what's that now?
Marysville has got the best hospital in the state of Ohio.
The best hospital in the state of Ohio.
I
All
heard
right.
you guys online.
Okay.
We had a hospital. 1952. We're independent, just like this fair is. And I may or may not have a vested interest in it.
Sounds like she.
Starters call him. Ayers will give you the call here for the 7th.
Purse of $5,623, sponsored by TNG Farm, and here they come. They're off and trotting and looking for the lead. Head honcho Bo up on the outside. Don's Count. Feisty Sam's along the rail as they move around the turn. The early trailer Gotta Have Rhythm. So they move around the turn and head on into the back stretch. And out there with the lead, Head honcho Bo. Over there in second, Don's Count. Feisty Sam is there in third, and the trailer Gotta Have Rhythm. As they continue on to the opening quarter and out there with the lead, it's Head honcho Bo and Nicesonger out there hot to trot by a length and a half in 31 seconds around the turn. And there to be in second is Don's Count. Feisty Sam is there in third, the trailer Gotta Have Rhythm. They're in single file and out there with the lead, Head honcho Bo. In there to be second is still Don's Count. It's Feisty Sam who's in third, and the trailer Gotta Have Rhythm. As they move down here to the half, and now here comes Feisty Sam, and now he got a bit too feisty, and he's off stride as they travel here to the half. And the leader, Head honcho Bo, in 102-2. In there to be second, Don's Count. Gotta Have Rhythm is now moving up for Ken Holiday, and the trailer is Feisty Sam as they head on into the back stretch. Head honcho Bo on the outside. Doc Holliday has Gotta Have Rhythm, and the doctor starts to operate there as they continue on to three quarters. Inside, Head honcho Bo on the outside. Gotta Have Rhythm. Those two right together. 132-1. Moving around the final turn. Inside, Head honcho Bo on the outside. Gotta Have Rhythm. It's Don's Count third. And there to be fourth, Feisty Sam, as they move around the turn to the top of the stretch. These two are like a horse and their shadow. Head honcho Bo, Gotta Have Rhythm on the outside. Gotta Have Rhythm, Head honcho Bo. These two together, Gotta Have Rhythm comes on to win. Head honcho Bo there for second. And Feisty Sam may have come back for third. Time of the mile, 2:02.
I think Feisty Sam did just net Pierce there for third.
I think he did. Feisty Sam, the class of the race, but made a break here at the half. He shows a break his last start, but that's an IX. And both breaks he shows on 7:30 was an IX, and 8:28 an IX. Head honcho Bo struggles in the turns. He was really rough around the turns. I actually thought around that last turn, Gotta Have Rhythm did get him by a head, but I knew the turns were rough going for Head honcho Bo, and I figured when I come down the stretch, Jeff was just holding him together in that turn, could let him go, but there was no beating Gotta Have Rhythm today. But Jeff drove a great race out of post 4. Jeff Nicesonger knows what it takes to win on a half-mile track. He went to the front, 31, backed him off a bit, and 2-2 to the half. I actually thought he was the winner at the half, but Gotta Have Rhythm just got the best of him today. 31, 102-2, 32-1, and 202. Gotta Have Rhythm's first of the year.
Was it really?
First of the
Boy, that
year.
was a tough mile first.
But he's made 23,000 with 4 seconds and 6 thirds. Rory Moore trains and owns 3-year-old bay colt by Jitterbug out of Viva Rovamere. Gotta Have More.
7, it's the 2, Gotta Have Rhythm. Gotta Have Rhythm is a 3-year-old bay colt of Jitterbug. At a Gotta Have More by Viva Rova. Owned and trained by Rory Moore. Ken Holiday, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2:02. This one sponsored by T&G Farm. Feisty Sam was third. Gotta Have Rhythm, the winner. Don's Count, fourth. Head honcho Bo was second. Recheck top down, a 3-1-4-2, 31. 102-2, 132-1, the mile time at 2:02.
Well, up next is the 8th second division 3-year-old filly trotters, 5,793. Field is 6, and we'll be back to take a look at all 6 of these filly trotters right after this.
you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Well, we're back here at Richwood, Ohio. On to the 8th race. Ohio Fair Racing Conference action, 2nd Division. 3-year-old filly trotters, one Shake Your Pamper, Ken Holiday. The 3-year-old Bay Phillip had nothing but class. A winner once this year. One start, 1/3, 678. 2 Cali Red, Clifton Bell for Chris Beaver. 3-year-old Bay Phillip, Traffic Caviar. That's 2 seconds, 3/3, 2 wins, 3 seconds, 4/3, 22,814. 3, Green Hill Vic, Ken Holiday for Roy Justice. 3-year-old Brown filly by Striking Embassy. 8 starts, has 2 seconds, 4,200. 4, Long Time Love, Richard Dingeldime for Kim Daly. This is the Bay filly by Long Tom. This is an Ohio Select purchase, 25,000. 2 starts yet to hit the board, 734. Finished 4th last time out, beaten 14.5. That was at Finley, timed in 2:06.1. 5-star Crystal, Jeff Nysunger for Larry Finn. 3-year-old Brown filly by Creatine, a $30,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. 23 starts, 3 wins, 3 seconds, 8/3, 30,000, right at 31,000. 59-3 at Scioto, but the last time out, Lima was 3rd, 16.5, beaten, climbed in 5-3, beaten by Cali Red in that race. 6, White Diamondess, William Johnson, Larry Riffle, Alexandria and Newark, Ohio owned. Sandy Beatty trains and drives. Bay Phillip Long Tom, winner 3 times, 2 seconds, 1/3, 24,000, 58-3 at Scioto. Last time out at Finley last week, a winner in 2:03.4. That's the field for the 8th race, the 3-year-old filly trot. We await the post parade. See 3 out as we look across the way. Tomorrow evening, Matt Clark and myself will be at Wassee on 6 o'clock post time. 6 o'clock post. 10 races. Then takes us to Wednesday evening at 7. Ohio Harness Horsemen Association coverage of the Hardin County Fair in Kenton. 9 races on Wednesday evening. Back there at noon on Thursday with 10. Then Friday, it is McConnellsville. That a Friday and Saturday. Roger Houston will give you the call there. He replacing the late Chris Patterson at McConnellsville as the announcer. McConnellsville in the Southern Valley Circuit goes Friday the 8th, Saturday the 9th, both 1 o'clock post time. And then Saturday evening, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association will give you the coverage of the $3.7 million night at Scioto Downs. 8 Scarlet and Gray races for the championship for $300,000. The Gray, 8 races for $100,000 each. That would give you the 16 races. The Charlie Hill Memorial Trot for $250,000. And the Jim Ewart Memorial Pace for $250,000. That draw will be held live, I believe, Wednesday. Could be Tuesday, but Tuesday or Wednesday at Saturday, that live will come draw live on the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association Facebook page. What time, I do not know. I'm sure they'll post that when that draw will be. So that will be a big night at Scioto Downs. I plan to attend. It's a gorgeous facility with a new grandstand. Be a humongous crowd on hand. Be a spatial post time at 5 o'clock. Great casino attached there at Scioto. If you can't be there, join us on the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association Facebook page. Northfield Park, racing live dates 4 days a week right now. When Scioto closes a week from Saturday on the 16th, they take about 2 weeks off for the Delaware County Fair, and then Tuesday the 26th, Jason Bloom and his crew have been busy getting ready for Hollywood Gaming Dayton Raceway. They're located at exit 58 on I-75, right at Needmore Road. That is a very nice facility. Hollywood Gaming, they go Tuesday the 26th through, they go a Tuesday, Friday, Saturday format to the end of the year.
Three-year-old filly trot, purse of $5,793. Richard Dingledine on the 4. One is Shake Your Pamper and Ken Holiday. 2, Cali Red, Clifton Bell is driving. 3 is Green Hill Vic and Ken Holiday. 4 is Longtime Love, driver change to Richard Dingledine. 5, Star Crystals and Jeff Neisonger. And the 6 is White Diamondess, Hugh Beatty in the sulky. That's the field for the 8th race. Richard Dingledine on 4.
Well, there you had the post parade. We're winding it down here. We do have a driver's change here in the 8th, and that was Pierce Henry. Who did we put Pierce Henry on?
3 sounded like.
3, Green Hill Vic.
And then Richard Dingledine was on who?
He'd be on the 4.
Okay.
That would be his sister, Kim Daly. Richard Dingledine's sister, Kim Daly. There we see the 3, Green Hill Vic. Trotters completing their score. Crowd still with us. It's a warm one here on this Labor Day at Richwood. Richwood Independent Fair. 86 and sunny. Got a little breeze.
Is that what it is right now, 86?
86 and sunny.
It's actually a little better than what they originally forecast. I think they were originally saying, low to mid 90s. So.
Yeah, Saturday for Super Night. Now a high of 70, a low of 57. So it'll be cooling down there. Being a gorgeous evening in Scioto Downs.
Yeah.
Scioto Downs will race tonight, and then they're off Tuesday, Wednesday. They go Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Saturday the 9th being the championship night. $3.7 million in purses. They close the 16th. So still time to get to Scioto Downs this year. Or Hollywood Gaming opening up soon. Or Northfield Park. They're at the gate. Here's Harris Ratcliffe with a call.
Veterans Memorial 3-year-old filly trotters, purse $5,793 at the top of the lane, and here they come. They're off into trotting, and it's Cali Red who goes out there looking for the lead on the outside. Star Crystals as they move around the turn. White Diamondess is along the rail. Heading on into the backstretch. Off stride, White Diamondess. White Diamondess has just made a break. So now taking over the 3 spot is a Green Hill Vic. Fourth at the rail is Shake Your Pamper. Then it's Longtime Love. And after the break, White Diamond S trails. On to the opening quarter we go, and it's Cali Red with the lead. In their second, Star Crystals. In their third comes the Green Hill Vic, back down trotting it on the outside, White Diamond S. They went by the opening quarter, and out there with the lead, it's still Cali Red. After a 31-second opening fraction, and there to be second comes Star Crystals. White Diamond S is cranking it up for Beatty on the outside as they move down here to the half. Green Hill Vic is there in fourth. Outside now in fifth is Shake Your Pamper, and that trailer is still Longtime Love as they drive here to the half. Cali Red by 1 in 102 and 4. On the outside second, White Diamond S. In and around the turn they go. On their way to three quarters, the leader is Cali Red. White Diamond S on the outside is bearing down on the leader. It's a Star Crystals who's there in third. Shake Your Pamper is on the outside. Off stride at the back is Longtime Love. As they continue on to three quarters, Cali Red the one to catch. Outside second, White Diamond S. Three quarters, 1:31 and 4. Moving around the final turn, Cali Red the leader. In there to be second is Star Crystals. White Diamond S is tired. As they cut the corner, they turn for home. It's Cali Red. Cali Red with the lead. In their second is Star Crystals driving home to the wire. It's Cali Red. Star Crystals trying, but Cali Red from flag fall till that's all. Let them all the way. Finishing second was Star Crystals. Time of the mile, 2:02, 2/5.
2:02 and 2, Cali Red. We talked about several times here in the last 3 weeks. Cali Red gave Hydraulic Hazel all she wanted that night at Napoleon, and we know how great Hydraulic Hazel is.
Yep, she is super sharp right now. Seems like getting better every time I see her.
So 2:02, 31, 102 and 4, 131 and 4 for Cali Red. They kind of go their separate ways this week. I believe we'll see Hydraulic Hazel tomorrow. I believe there's two divisions of that trot. Hydraulic Hazel tomorrow at Wasion. Cali Red came this way.
She raced Saturday. Hazel did.
Oh, Saturday.
Yep.
Okay.
So maybe Kenton.
Okay. Well, I doubt it.
No, that would be OCRA down there, isn't it?
And she could be there, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't know what would go next. She might be off now till Delaware.
Maybe
I don't know
Montpelier. Maybe
Yeah,
Montpelier.
probably Montpelier. You're right. Yep, she's a classy filly, as well as Cali Red. Star Crystals was second. Shake Your Pamper third. White Diamondess made a break leaving in the first turn, or it would have been very tough in there. After that break, Sandy Bader got her settled and moved her right up alongside of Cali Red, but White Diamondess hung out that 3 turns in this mile. Probably got a little tired there. Fifth was the 3, Green Hill Vic. Sixth, the 4, Longtime Love. Clifton Bell, the winning driver for Chris Beaver. 3-year-old Bay Philip, Triumphant Caviar, third of the season.
Storm by Stormin Norman, by Sandra Burnett and Christopher Beaver. Christopher Beaver trains in Clifton Bell, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2:02 and 2. This one sponsored by the New Veterans Memorial. Shake Your Pamper was third. Cali Red the winner. Green Hill Vic was fifth. Longtime Love sixth. Star Crystal second. White Diamond S finished fourth. 3:15, 6:24, 31, 102 and 2. 131 and 4, 2:02 and 2. Upcoming ninth race. Emmanuel Miller drives the 1. Louis Levan on the 2. A field of...
Ninth race is next. It's the third division of the 2-year-old colt pace. Field of 5. KB's Well Done. Fleisch Miel. Do you want a shot at crown? Dancing Suds. Cinderling Cruiser. We'll be back to take a look at these 5 2-year-old pacers right after this.
Your animals provide unconditional love. When they hurt, you want the best care available to help them enjoy life again. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center is here for you and for them. From heart disease to cancer, diabetes to broken bones, and 24-hour emergency services, Ohio State's team of experts make a difference in the lives of animals and the family members who love them. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio is a full-service standardbred breeding facility that specializes in stallion management. Cool Winds Farm stands the popular Dancing Yankee, whose first crop of 2-year-olds are now racing. Cool Winds also welcomed Western Fame to their stallion barn, who won nearly $2 million competing against the best pacers of his generation. Be sure to inspect the Cool Winds yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 15th.
For over 100 years, the values at CoverLink Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. At CoverLink Insurance, you're a person, not a policy. We're here to get you the right coverage: home, auto, business, and farm. CoverLink covers you, your family, and your business. Trusted advice and solutions to protect what matters most. Great service from great people. CoverLink Insurance.
Well, back here at Richwood, Ohio, crowd still with us. Got a little bit of a breeze. Temperature a little bit ago when looking was 88 degrees. 2 races to go. 9th race, 2-year-old Pacers, 3rd Division 1. KB's Well Done. Emmanuel Miller for Dan Conkright. $11,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. 2-year-old Brown Gold, son of Well Said. Hadn't found the winner's circle in 8 starts, but has 4 seconds and a third right there. 5,300 this year. Showed a break the last 2 starts. 2, Flash Me Out, Louis Levan for the Levan stable. The bay-golded son of Dancing Yankee. Levan stable of Woodstock and Rosemary Levan of Lewistown, Ohio own. 1 time a winner, 2 seconds, 3 thirds. 12,500, 2 minutes and a fifth to Bucyrus. 3, Do You Want a Shot of Crown? Here's Henry for Mike Sweeney, the 2-year-old Brown Gelding by Well Said. 8 starts, a win 4 seconds, 3,700. 4 is Dancing Suds, Doc Holliday. Trains and drives for Andrea and Tommy Householder of Delaware. This the Bay Colt by Dancing Yankee. Has a win in 12 starts with 3 seconds, a third. 7,100, 201 and 2 at Wilmington. 5, Cinderling Cruiser, Nick Clegg for wife Betty. The 2-year-old Black Gold is son of the Yankee Cruiser, a $10,000 Ohio Select purchase. 8 wins, 16 starts, 4 seconds, a third, 45,000 for Cinderling Cruiser. 155 and 4 at Northfield. 2 back on 828 at Mount Gilead. A county fair track was a winner by 6 1/4 of 203 and 4. That's the lineup for the 9th, 2-year-old Colt Pace as we await the post parade. Some of our fine sponsors we'd like to thank: Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center, Big D's Tack, Midland Acres, Low Cost Cars, Stable.ca, DAC Vitamins, Cool Wind Farms. Cool Wind Farms and Midland Acres will be showcasing their yearlings at the Ohio Select Sale on September 15th.
The horses for the 9th race. 2-year-old Colt Pace, a purse of $4,244. Sponsored by Ken Davis and Sons, Farrier Supplies. We have Emmanuel Miller on the 1, Louis Levan on 2. 1, KB's Well Done. Driver change to Emmanuel Miller. 2, Flash Me L. Driver change, Louis Levan drives. 3 is Due and a Shot of Crown with Pierce Henry. 4 is Dancing Suds, Ken Holliday. And the 5, Cinderlane Cruiser, Nick Clegg in the sulky. That's the field for the 9th race. Emmanuel Miller on 1, Louis Levan on 2.
as of right now, you're planned on Thursday? Okay. I go to Canton Thursday for some reason. You want me to come and everything. I'm there at noon. I'll take a set of clothes and you can get a hold of me. About 2:30 or 3 or something.
Well, sorry, folks. Doug had to take a call, and I haven't looked at a program for this race. So we're just going to follow the horses, and
Saturday night.
hopefully Doug jumps back on here shortly.
You should be good to go, I would think. Okay, Nate, take care. Well, one after this, and Matt and Ayers is rolling them right along.
Sure is.
No wagering today. Crowd staying with us. Last big holiday of the summer. This usually the last boating weekend for a lot of people. Not too many more, maybe one or two more, but I know I'm going to Lancaster Fair this year. I attended it last year. It was a gorgeous day, but they say you never know what you're going to get into at Lancaster. That being about the 12th and 13th of October, you could have a winter coat and gloves on, or you could have shorts on. Were you to Lancaster last year?
I did go down there last year. I'm not this year.
You're not this year?
Nope. Absolutely beautiful place, though.
It is a gorgeous place.
I really, really enjoyed it, but I will also really enjoy watching the feed that Frank puts on for us.
So the field has completed their score. They're heading to the gate. KB's well done. Flash Me L. Do you want a shot of Crown Dancing Sud? Cinderlane Cruiser. Gates rolling. Let's go to Ayers Ratcliffe with a call of the 9th.
Lane. We have a recall. Starter has signaled recall here in race 9.
Recall on the 9th. Started today, John Wiest. Becky Wepkenberg driving the gate. Mike Wepkenberg had 4 gates going today. Marietta, Canfield, Richwood, and Van Wert. No idea what the recall would be. John would call up to the judge, David Statz, and let him know what the recall, if it's broken equipment or somebody got into somebody. It would be charged most probably to somebody, and if it happens again, that horse would be a scratch. Haven't heard any announcement as yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's tough with these campers parked right here. You
Yeah.
kind of lose them for a little bit. Not sure exactly what happened. Saw somebody kind of make a little bobble behind the gate. Okay, flash me all for interference before the start.
Flash me all for interference before the start. Now, if he would interfere again, my understanding is he would be a scratch, but most likely that will never happen. Probably got a little jumpy, a little squirrely if you call behind the gate and start weaving would be my guess, and bumped wheels with somebody and maybe set them all stride. It's just a thought. I really couldn't see it. It happened right here where my view is blocked. So it'll be take 2.
Is for the 9th race. Race 9, take 2. The gate is rolling. Purse $4,244. Sponsored by Ken Davis and Sons Farrier Supplies at the top of the stretch, and here they come. They're off into pacing. Flash Miel trying for the lead. Center Lane Cruisers on the outside. KB's Well Done at the rail as they move around the turn. Then we have Dancing Suds in fourth and Doing a Shot of Crown. That's the trailer as they now move into the backstretch. Flash Miel the leader. They're in second. Cinder Lane Cruiser. KB's Well Done is third. Gapped out in fourth comes a Doing a Shot of Crown with Dancing Suds. They're a bit strung out as they go by the opening quarter. 27 3/5 and Flash Miel putting up big early numbers here. He leads them by 2.5 lengths. Cinder Lane Cruiser is there in second, pacing over their third. KB's Well Done. Further on back then to Doing a Shot of Crown, the trailer, is Dancing Suds as they come down here to the half. And out there and with the lead, it's still Flash Miel. Cinder Lane Cruiser is there in second. KB's Well Done third. Doing a Shot of Crown is tightening in fourth. The half in 57 3. On into that turn they go, and with the lead, Flash Miel. They're in second. Cinder Lane Cruiser moving to the outside. KB's Well Done. He'll now flush out Cinder Lane Cruiser. Doing a Shot of Crown is fourth. The trailer, Dancing Suds, as they continue on to the 3/4 mile mark of the race, and Cinder Lane Cruiser has the lead. It's KB's Well Done who's trying to reel in the leader. Doing a Shot of Crown is up into third, moving by 3/4, 1:28 3. They'll pace the turn, they'll head for home, and with the lead, Cinder Lane Cruiser. KB's Well Done is angled to the outside for Manny Miller. They're at the top of the stretch, and Clegg is trying to get Cinder Lane Cruiser home a winner. On the outside, KB's Well Done. Cinder Lane Cruiser, KB's Well Done trying to be there. Cinder Lane Cruiser, KB's Well Done. Cinder Lane Cruiser holds on. KB's Well Done looked to fall short second. And up for third, Dancing Suds, 1:59 3.
Got real interesting right at the wire there.
Good race.
Yep.
Yes. We had some tight finishes yesterday. Cinder Lane Cruiser, Nick Clegg needed a wire and got it just in time as Emmanuel Miller and KB's Well Done was closing in with every stride. 9th of the year for Cinder Lane Cruiser, 59 3. 3 wins in his last 4. 49,000 now for Cinder Lane Cruiser. $10,000 Ohio Select purchase. Geo Black Gilded Son of Yankee Cruiser. Out of the If I Can Dream mare. Dream Like Me. Cleggs have had a very good year this year. They have the great Duncan. He will be racing, I'm sure, Saturday night, probably in the Scarlet or the Gray. He'll be in one of those two divisions. Unofficially, Cinder Lane Cruiser was the winner. KB's Well Done was second. Dancing Suds third. Do You Want a Shot of Crown fourth, and Flash Miel finished fifth.
Back out at Son of Yankee Cruiser. At A Dream Like Me, IV by If I Can Dream by Betty Jo Clegg, who also trains Nick Clegg, the winning driver, 1:59 3. This one sponsored by Ken Davis and Sons, Farrier Supplies. KB's Well Done second, Flash Miel fifth. Doing a Shot of Crown was fourth, Dancing Suds third, Cinder Lane Cruiser the winner. 25431, 27 3, 57 3, 128 3, 159 3.
Well, we're on to the 10th and final free-for-all pace, Rambling Willie Memorial. Field of 7. We'll be back to take a look at this final right after these messages.
Doctor, give me the news. Is it bad credit?
It's bad credit, and you need a car.
Can I be cured?
Yes, but your case needs immediate attention. Visit lowcostcarsoh.com or lowcostcarsnorth.com today. Bad credit, no credit, don't worry. Start driving today.
I've been cured! I can get a car! Woo!
Even if you're sick with bad credit, get a great car today at either Low Cost Cars locations in Circleville and Columbus.
Sun's out, guns out, hot summer fun.
Hot summer fun. Hot summer fun.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1974, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800.
What's happening, Mr. Conrad? Yeah, what about you? Heading to Scioto after this, are you?
Well, we're back here at Richwood on this Labor Day. We're going to wrap it up here.
Oh, yeah.
This 10th and final race of the day. Rambling Willie Memorial free-for-all pace for $1,300. Field of 7. I've told this story before. I'm just going to tell it this time real quick about Rambling Willie, since it is the Rambling Willie Memorial race. Back in 1972, when he's a 2-year-old, I actually called his first race at the Salina, Ohio matinee. I was a senior in high school. I would graduate the following week. Willie finished 5th that day in a field of 5 and 2:23. He was dead last in 23-1. Raymond Gibson, Monroeville, Indiana, fairly close to Salina, drove him that day, raced him as his 2-year-old year. Following year, at Anderson, Indiana, he was sold for $15,000 to the Bob Farrington stable. Bob Farrington, a hometown Richwood boy here. His mom, Vivian, his dad was a preacher right here in Richwood, in the small little town of Richwood. The church, on their sign out front, they would have a sign that said, "Pray for Willie," because 10% of Willie's earnings went to the church. They would write a book about him, The Horse That God Loves. So Rambling Willie, who they say appeared here in 1984, was retired to the Kentucky Horse Park. Willie raced probably till he was a dozen years old, made $2.8 million, won 123,000 races, and winner 153 back in his day. That was a great time. Matt, I can remember probably in the 80s going to Scioto Downs on a Saturday afternoon. Willie was going to race. It was a big race, and he had been that morning downtown Columbus at Lazarus signing autographs with his hoof print.
I just saw a picture, maybe I think it was online, Harness Racing History, maybe of him in Times Square, just walking through Times Square.
Yeah, he was a hit. He was just a hit. And he made his first start at Salina, Ohio. And I didn't know it at the time. That was 51 years ago. Actually, I would have never knew it till about 4 years ago. My wife wanted me to get rid of some old programs that I just threw in a box in the basement in the storage room. And I started to go through them, and there was actually some from Richwood when I worked here back in the 70s. And I would look through them, throw them away, and then just happened to be on top. The next thing I picked up was a manila-colored program from our matinee. So I thought, oh, look at that. The first race that day was Rambling Willie, finished 5th, dead last in 2:23-1.
That's amazing.
And the rest is history.
It
is amazing.
Didn't throw it out. I mean, had he won by 30 that day, maybe you hold on to it. That horse might be special. Yep, that's pretty amazing.
So we await the post parade for our final. Should be out of here by 3:30. If you're out on the road at 4, you should be home at 6:15. Will you hit some traffic? Now, what way do you?
It's pretty much
You have to
68 to Finley, and then
to Finley.
70, and then 75. From
Okay,
there,
68 to Finley.
Shouldn't
Okay.
be too bad. I don't know, holiday weekend evening might
Yeah.
be a little jammed up, but it shouldn't be too awful bad.
I forget about the holiday.
68's tough, because it's just the 2 lanes. I followed a caravan of campers on the way down, and if they're going 50, you're not going to get around. It's a tough road to pass on, so you're just kind of at the mercy of whoever's in front of you. And then we can open it up a little bit when I get on 75.
Actually, when you're retired, I worked the Reynolds Company for 42 years and did this at night. I retired 8 years ago. Holidays, you look forward to them. Now it's just another day. You don't even think of it as a holiday. It is really weird.
I honestly, jokingly always said my holidays are more like Jug Day, Derby Day.
Yeah.
I always took those days off work.
Yeah,
I had
say that was
lined
my.
up.
I'm gonna be working at Delaware, but that's going to be like a working vacation.
Yep.
It's just great to be there.
Yep, I'm haven't kept up on Jay's list as well as I should have.
Jay's been out of town.
That's
He
it.
should be back, I would think.
Yep.
Memorial free-for-all pace, a purse of $1,350. One is Pompatoos of Love with Kevin Snyder. 2, Canadia's Bacon. Cameron McCown is up. 3 will be Timeless Sport and Nick Clegg. 4, Lil Plugs with Ken Holiday. 5 is out. 6, No Drama, Lil Mama. Driver change, Emmanuel Miller. And the 7, Whole Lot of Skyway, Drew Neal in the sulky. That's the field for the 10th race. Scratch the 5, Emmanuel Miller on 6.
Well, there you had the post parade. They'll be going to the gate, mentioning Jay Wolf, he the publicity director of the Little Brown Jug. Just saw some pictures posted. They redid the grandstand underneath. It looks like it's going to be complete. They extended it out toward the road behind it. They did away, what I've been told, with the men and ladies' restroom was right there by the jewelry where you could purchase the Bow River jewelry. The men's will be there. The ladies goes to the other end. Made the men's much bigger. And they did lose a few mutual windows there, but they're putting self-betting machines in more places, I've heard. And the mutuals, actually where you stood at the counter there, you're going to walk back in about 5 to 8 feet, the way I've been told, and the mutuals kind of go out underneath the grandstand, a roof lower than the grandstand. It goes out to that road. It's an all-new face to the grandstand, so it should be a nice addition to the Delaware County Fair as they open it up there Sunday the 17th. Let's go to Ayers Ratcliffe with a call of the final.
Racing here at the Richwood Independent Fair. Make sure we're cleaning up after ourselves in the barn area, as we're a guest in every fairgrounds we come to. Also want to thank everyone for watching live on the OHHA live stream as they're at the top of the stretch. For the finale, it's our getaway pace, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Canadia's Bacon in between them on the outside is Timeless Sport, Pompatoos of Love at the rail. They're going hot and heavy early on, in there to be in 4th. As they move into the backstretch, No Drama, Lil Mama. Then on the outside is Lil Plugs and the trailer, Whole Lot of Skyway. As they continue out of the opening quarter, Canadia's Bacon has the 10-year-old out there and on the lead. Timeless Sport is there in 2nd. Pompatoos of Love is there in 3rd. The quarter 27-4. No Drama, Lil Mama is now moving up on the outside and looking out 3 wide. Whole Lot of Skyway as they move around the turn, and they'll drive onto the half, and the leader is Canadia's Canadia's Bacon. No Drama, Lil Mama is on the outside second. Right there at the rail is Timeless Sport third. On the outside to be in fourth is Whole Lotta Skyway. Fifth at the wood is Pompatus of Love. And out there 3 wide, Whole Lotta Skyway, 57-4. As they move around the turn and out there with the lead, it's still Canadia's Bacon. On the outside, No Drama, Lil Mama. Right there in the pocket is Timeless Sport. Then on the outside, Whole Lotta Skyway. Lil Plugs is trying to roll from the back. The trailer, Pompatus of Love, as they continue by 3/4. And the leader is still Canadia's Bacon. Eddie Bibler going crazy on the backside. 127 in and around the final turn. On the inside, Canadia's Bacon. No Drama, Little Mama. Out there 3 wide, Little Plugs. Needing racing room is Timeless Sport, who's begging for daylight. They're at the top of the stretch, wide open as they turn for home. No Drama, Little Mama. Nick Clegg bobbing and weaving between them with Timeless Sport. He finds room. It's Timeless Sport on the outside. Timeless Sport comes on to win. Little Plugs up for second. No Drama, Little Mama was third. Time of the mile, 1:58.3.
Timeless Sport, Nick Clegg shakes clear. It's a 3-year-old racing against these older horses. 3-year-old Bagel, the son of Fear the Dragon, had been racing mainly at the Meadows and Northfield Park. Betty Clegg trains Burke Racing Stable. Weaver Bersemi on this. 4th win in 22 starts, 2 seconds, 4 thirds. 30,000 for the year. 58-3, 27-4 opening panel. Halfway home, 57-4, 3/4, 127, 158-3 for Timeless Sport. The 4 Little Plugs was second. 6 No Drama, Little Mama finished third. Track record here, 55-4, set in 2019 by Friday Night Blues. Trainer Jessica McCowan and driver Cam McCowan. Trotting record, Lady Edith, also Cam McCowan drives that in. Kirks Parks trains that in 2016, 59-3. So Cam McCowan, the winning driver behind both Pacer and Trotter, track record holders here at Richwood.
Action-packed race.
It was a good race.
Race 3, Timeless Sport, 3-year-old Bay-Gutted Son of Fear the Dragon on a bad feeling by Badlands Hanover. Listed owners, Burke Racing Stable and Weaver Bersemi. Betty Clegg is the trainer. Nick Clegg, the winning driver, 158-3. This, the Rambling Willie Memorial. Pompatus of Love was 4th. Canadia's Bacon 6th. Timeless Sport, the winner. Little Plug 2nd. RM Imp was scratched. No Drama, Little Mama 3rd. Whole Lotta Skyway 5th. 4, 6, 1, 2, scratch 3, 5 on the bottom, 27-4, 57-4, 127, 158-3.
Well, Matt, that wraps it up. Nice day of racing.
Yeah, sure was.
We'll be back at it tomorrow at 6 o'clock at Wasion. See you then. We'll get some donuts.
Yep. And all kinds of other stuff.
You bring him Valerie, or she had to work tomorrow?
She has to work, but she might come back. I think I could probably twist her arm. she likes
Wasion.
Yep.
Well, for Matt Clark, Doug Ballinger, see you tomorrow night at Wasion. Post time at 6.
This has been Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is presented by Midland Acres, thestable.ca, Cool Winds Farm, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, and the Ohio State University Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio County Fair Racing is a presentation of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association.